But so that's it. So my next big gig coming up is I have what do I got? I got Montreal, the Montreal Forum, whatever the fuck, the Molson Center, the fucking the Timmy Horton fucking hoedown, whatever the hell they call their place up there. I got that thing coming up, so looking forward to that. Montreal's a beautiful, beautiful city, and I can't wait. And this is another way for me to practice my French with those fake French people, because I know that like real French people laugh at people, French Canadians, like the way they pronounce their words, that they're not speaking real French, which is just fucking hilarious to me. Like, it's like, yes, they are. They're just somewhere else, so the accent is a little different. Stop being so fucking precious. You know what my dream is? My dream is to be able to be totally fluent in French, go to Paris, do a show in French, and just trash them, and just be speaking beautiful French as an American, in shape, who traveled, speaking another language, destroying all of their stereotypes about Americans, and then making fun of them with their pocket squares, and their hoity-toity fucking attitudes and their accents when they try to fucking speak English. That's what always has amazed me about the French, where it's like literally they get offended when you're like butchering their language, and then they turn around and speak English to you and start butchering your language, and you're supposed to be like, all right, I guess it's okay when you do it to me. So anyway, I actually watched a couple of really amazing French, one documentary and one movie. All right, I'm going to go with the first one. There's this movie called The Wolf's Call, Le Chant de la Rue, or whatever the fuck they say it in French. Le Chant de Loup, something like that. The Wolf's Call, and it has one of my favorite French actors. I hope I say his name right. It's Reda, English way you'd say Kateb. I'm sure I'm not saying it right. He was in that great prison movie, A Prophet, 2009. You got to check that one out. It's fucking incredible. And but this was a military drama about nuclear submarines, and it's just was done top fucking notch. And the twists and turns, because they've done, like, this story has been told before about a nuclear standoff and all that. And just the way they did it and the way they shot it and the acting was just fucking amazing. It was really, really amazing. I highly recommend it. If you don't mind reading subtitles, but the acting in it and the directing, the cinematography and all that is just crazy. Called The Wolf's Call. It's on Netflix. And then I saw another one. It was a documentary called Wonder Boy. It's about this French designer, Olivier Rousting. And I'm sure I'm saying it wrong, because believe it or not, I am not that much in the fashion world. You wouldn't know it to look at me. To see, my Malcolm Young jeans and T-shirt style that I have, still look like I'm unloading trucks in a warehouse. I didn't know anything about it, which is why I watched it. That's what I do on Netflix, because I try to watch the most random shit I can possibly watch that's good, so I can get a better mix of shit in my queue, or whatever they call it. That's why, you watch a little One Punch Man, little Japanese anime, you watch a French documentary, you're all over the map, because I told you a long time ago, I watched 2 seasons of Narcos, and then every fucking thing on my front page was behind the scenes, San Quentin, Aryan prisoners, the rules they live by behind the walls. And then they have all those guys, speaking with their voices altered and their face all blurred out.
When I was behind bars, one of the rules was if a motherfucker came in and he said, we called me stab his ass.
So you're saying you'd sharpen your toothbrush and you could make that into a weapon?
That is what I'm saying, bitch.
It's like, I don't want to watch that all the fucking time, right? So, so this Wonder Boy thing is really fascinating, and it made me think about a lot of shit when I was watching it. He's basically an incredibly successful person, great looking dude. Like he was sitting there with all the supermodels, and when he was in the photos, he was as good looking as they were. He looked like one of the models, but he was the guy who actually was designing all of the stuff And he's adopted, and the story is him trying to find his birth parents and his feelings about, despite growing up in this house where he felt like, obviously you could see, like his adopted parents loved him, his grandparents were unbelievable, all this love, but just not knowing like who he was, because of his skin color. He thought maybe he was half white, half black. He was looking at his facial features, and he just had to guess. He just wanted to fucking know, right? So, and the director, I know I'm going to say her name wrong, Anissa Bonifon, I don't know how to say it, but was amazing. The way they told the story, the way they put it together, it was really beautifully shot and everything. And, I mean, I guess, I don't know, they got 23andMe now, but I always feel like they're just doing that so they can make the fucking robot replacement of you. But I remember, growing up, when Roots came out and stuff like that, and black people saying, like, what it felt like to just not know where you were from, have no history, none of that type of stuff, like how that, like, it's like whenever I move, even if I go to a new city, I want to read up on the history of it so I can somehow feel rooted in it. Just as a person, to not know where you're from and who your parents are and all of that type of stuff. It made me think about all of that, like slavery, how he did that to an entire race of people and just how crazy. Like all of that is in this kid's story. I don't know, just not having grown up like that. I would have thought that, if you got put up for adoption, but you had the awesome parents and grandparents that he had, that could take the place of it. And I saw that it didn't, man. He finds out about, stuff about his parents and stuff that obviously blows his mind and everything like that. I don't want to ruin it, but you should definitely check it out. It's called Wonder Boy on Netflix. Look at me, old cultured Bill, watching a couple of French movies. I'm telling you, I'm going to get that someday. One of two things going to happen. I'm going to be able to play good times, bad times. Every time I get close, I get busy, and I got to fucking go back down to 80, 85 BPMs. God damn it. Or I'm going to become fluent in French. Or maybe I'll do both. I don't know. Anyway,